welcome in. I'm Robin. I have a small crochet business called Sweet Beans Crochet where I make and sell crochet plushies. Welcome on in. This is my market prep week and I'm going to be attending 2 markets at the end of the week, so I will catch up with you in just a second. I just spent way too long. Guess who's feeling a little bit better? Hinata. Maui. Oh. I just spent so long coming up with this shrimpy pattern because I have a seafood festival happening in July and I made a mini shrimpy. I sold my 2 larger ones and then I wanted to adjust the pattern so that his back wasn't so bent, and I think I got this nice little round shape and I feel like I like his body shape and he's just a cute little shrimpy. It's like this body. Look at all the pink yarn. So today I have made 2 shrimpies and then this is like a failure shrimp. I really don't like his body at all. Like at all. I don't even want to put the eyes on him. They're small. It was easy. Pretty quick. I should time myself now that I've made it a couple times. Time myself, little shrimpy. But that's what I just did. That's all I did. 2 shrimpies. And then I was just trying to finish. Well, now I can't find him. No. I was just trying to finish this little guy, which is a Bernat shrimp, obviously. And I need to add the tail. So this is all the yarn that I had left, which is not enough, just the 1 string. So I had to open a new skein. Well, I didn't want to open a new skein, but like, look at that. I can't find the center pole. And then I went to the other side. So I just ripped the label off. The skein is a mess. Just thought you guys would understand where I'm coming from there. I feel like I wear my glasses all day and I want to wear them in my video, but I feel like they're really distracting with the glare on. Hi guys, I just got off from work and it is Thursday. So my market, call me crazy, pinch me, push me off a bridge, don't really, but pinch me, because I think what I'm about to do is purchase Saturday as well. So I already purchased Sunday. I already have an event Sunday. It is a like Grove market, twice monthly, so bi-monthly. Yes, bi-monthly market. So they do it twice a month and I signed up for both events this month. So I have Sunday already booked, but I think I'm going to book a Saturday event as well. I only have 2 days off a week from work and I think I'm going to just pull the trigger and do it. I think it'll be fun. There are very different types of events. The Saturday event is it's a sip and shop. So I don't know. I'm excited. I feel like it could go well. Even if it does bad, at least I'll have Sunday market or just the experience, because I'm going to try and give myself no expectations. I've been wearing these bows from TJ Maxx. Sorry to switch topic, but I've been wearing these bows from TJ Maxx and they're really convenient at work to like clip my hair back instead of it getting in my face. Speaking of bows from TJ Maxx, let me show you guys what I did today. You know when your car automatically drives you to a place that you should not be? Like normally for me it's Michael's or Joann's, as I'm sure you guys as well. Today it was TJ Maxx. Hang out in my kitchen with me. Unbox a goodie over here. I got these bows and they're like thicker and long. I like that they're long. Before, what I've been wearing to work is like Amazon. It was like a pack of 5. It was really affordable. A pack of 5 bows on Amazon for like not even 15 bucks. And I used those for a really long time. I've had them for years and I've been using them, I'd say a lot this year. I've been using them a lot more to pull my hair back because when I put my hair up in a ponytail or in a bun, it like aches. So I've been pulling it just out of my face and on my back that way. And I think the bow also just looks cute. So I got 3 colors. They're really cute. They're really thick and I really like the clip on the back. So they were $5.99 a piece, but I'm going to say because I used the other ones for so long that it's an investment worth having. That's like the only non-crochet thing that'll be in this vlog, I promise. I do not plan on including more non-crochet content because from now on, it is straight market hustle. know if you'd call these markets. I know Sunday's a market, but Saturday is more of a event. I don't know, it's like a sip-in shop. It looks like it's in a nice part of town, and even if people don't really buy plushies, I'm still excited to set up and give some people my card, maybe get some custom orders. Let me show you what I crocheted this morning, last night. So you guys saw my shrimpies. Sorry for the lack of natural light in here. It's like the sun is like the opposite way. But not only did I make my shrimpies, but I also made this little hammerhead shark. And I believe the pattern creator is Chesdo blah blah. And I'm sorry, not being offensive. It is a French name, and I am not fluent. I am not fluent at all in French. But she also has that free mini stingray pattern that I keep seeing pop up by, I know I've heard Melanie talk about it, and I keep seeing it now on my feed, and I need to go make it. But it's like a little keychain hammerhead shark. He's so cute, and he's got all the fins, his little noggin. He's very tiny. So I think I'm gonna put him in my $10 like little fishy section. There were a lot of like, you have to go back in and like surface crochet like 1, 2, 3, 4 things, but it was really quick, so I'm not against it. I know I need to make smaller things because my booth is full of big things and I love making big things, but as a market person, I understand that I have to make small things. So I'm doing, as you know, from last week, a bunch of sea creatures, filling up little aquariums, and honestly, I think I'm just gonna fill up a bucket in a way. I'm gonna fill up like a little bucket for sea creatures and just have them all $10, except the little whales, mini whales. I think I'm gonna leave at $5, just because they've always been $5 for me, and 10's a little ridiculous. They're really small, but this had like all these extra bits on it, so I feel like this is appropriate to be marked up for. And I've got, it's messy, okay, but being real here, I've got some safety eye orders, so I'm definitely going to be sharing the orders from this past week, and I'm going to be updating you with all the mini things I continue to make. I've got a lot of patterns on my to-do list and a lot of critters to crochet. I'm going to be posting a tester call for my little shrimpy pattern, so if that's not already out, stay tuned. You can go check out my Instagram, hopefully, for a shrimpy tester call. Any of you guys thinking of recreating the fish bowls? They have pebbles here at the dollar store. So I think this is really awesome. Or these, I thought about these, but I feel like they're a choking hazard if I saw 2 children. We've got these rocks too. So just an idea if you want to do the fishbowl idea. And I got really excited. This is a nice dollar store in the area. And look, they have the yarn. I keep hearing about this yarn, and I finally found it. And they have the pink shrimpy color. Dude, that's so cool. $5, but still really cool. Okay, we're at Joann's getting the like extra long. I'm looking at these colors. I like this one, but I don't feel like it goes with the vibe at my table. This could be cute. That would probably get dirty though, huh? This is cute. That would probably go with the theme of my table. Should we do the pretty flowers? I think this is different stuff. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this. That one is speaking to me. Because none of the other ones really are. I mean, I like this, but not for my branding, you know? I don't think I told you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to an event tomorrow, I think. This is cute. And they're providing table. Huh. $20 per yard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey guys, it is Friday evening. I just got home. I ran a couple errands. Let me fill you in on a couple gaps that I left in the situation. Gap number 1 is I'm going to be attending an indoor event tomorrow, and it is hopefully going to be at least an experience. That's what we're going for now. So it's an indoor event, and they're offering, they're going to be providing an 8-foot table. Currently I have 2 6-foot tables and I have a 4-foot tablecloth. So I'm not prepared for an 8-foot table. So I went everywhere under the sun for a tablecloth except Walmart. And I found this pretty, I like the color, and I know it has that ribbing on the end, and I think that might look good at the very bottom of the, but yeah, here it is. So this is from Ross. It is a king, and it was $19.99, which sucks that it's $19.99. It is definitely cheaper on Amazon if you got the time. My event's tomorrow, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna be doing this event. I also wasn't sure. So now that I'm sure, I went out and got it, and at least I know that the colors go with everything else at my booth. I also have a couple of other things to share with you from this trip. It's really cool that the dollar store carries like more stuff now. At first I was skeptical. I was like, why are you making the dollar store, not the dollar store? Don't mess with my tried and true. And I realized that they're just adding more options. It's reminding me of Five Below, but I got this $3 wicker basket. So this reminds me of, if you have seen my market videos before, I do have some wicker baskets that look like this. They just happen to be shorter, so they're more stout. This is a taller basket, but it has the same colors, and I'm planning on putting my whales in here because at my last event, my bathtub broke. The bathtub foot just could not handle it, and during the rainstorm, it snapped off. So the baby bathtub that I got from Michael's, I'd say definitely a couple months ago, at least February, so 3 to 4 months ago, broke. So I needed something to put my whales in. I really like having them in one lake area, so this is what I'm doing. This is my plan. And then I got like bunny medicine because I took my bunnies. They were at the vet today. Hi guys. But I'm gonna go inside and I want to show you guys my tagging idea. I have a couple of ideas. I have like no time to do this, by the way. I'm just pulling time out of my butt crack. When you have a vision and you want to make it happen, I know I could probably spend this time crocheting, and I want to crochet a couple more things, but I don't want to pressure myself. What am I saying? We're market prepping. We're in market prep mode. We're like at the end of prep. We're marketing. We are at the market right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing 2 events this weekend, and I've never done that before. I did sign up for that before in the past, and then I got rained out. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was quite a while ago. So I never actually attended 2 events before, so I'm very excited. Okay, so I just unpackaged a couple things off the camera to show you guys, I guess now, because why not? Number one thing that I got is this portable fan. It has a solar panel on the back. Let me just show you a couple features about this fan. Okay, I'm in Florida. It is hot. It is hotter than hot. It is not even, hot isn't even the right word. There's gotta be a better word than that. Burning sensation. So it has this portable charger, so I can plug my phone into it. Let me just show you the settings here. I don't want to get my tripod out. I want to do vlog style. This is the setting for the fan. So there's 3 settings. That's 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. Goes pretty fast. Dom and I tried it out. It works really well. And then this is a timer to have it on like consistently. And this is a light. Oh wait. This is the light. Isn't that cool? So if it's a night market, we got a fan, we got a light, we got a rechargeable like battery. So I thought this was pretty cool. It was in the $20 to $30 range. I know it was not more than $30 because I was not willing to spend more than $30 on this, but I really needed a fan for us, and I needed it to not be rinky-dinky and like handheld. I needed it to be more substantial because, you know, sometimes you need to like fan more than just a little part of your face. And this looks like it'll work really well, and there's more features than just fanning. So I wanted to just mention that. It's hot here, and I just had my first outdoor market of the summer last weekend and legitimately died. Like wanted to crawl out of my skin because it was so hot, just so hot and sweaty, dripping sweat. Okay, so that's that. Got that. I'm also assembling risers. I've had these risers. I just haven't assembled them because I needed a drill to do this little part, to do the top thing, and I've just put it off. So I'm finally gonna drill that together. And I printed out some signage because every time I do these signs, sometimes I'll have different colored like paper back here. So one time I had like a darker pink. I wanted it to be consistent, so I kept my same fonts that I use for my whole booth. But I also added like descriptions. So I have like the chickens, the love cat, the large dragons, sea critters, build your own aquarium, stickers, snuggler, mystery box, and pocket monsters. I refuse to call them Pokemon on the table because then I know that's a target. People can target that. To keep it untarget friendly, we're gonna say they're pocket monsters. That's the pattern I followed anyway, so that is what they are. And I'm really stoked about this market, you guys. I kind of want to crochet because look at this crochet wall. Look at this crochet wall. The reason I don't touch any of that is because it's burnt, by the way. But I have this burnt over here in this bucket that I should be using soon. And these two totes are my inventory. I brought them in because I told myself, I was like, I'm going to retag all my inventory tonight because I want to have a better tag system than what I have. Let me show you my tags currently, and then maybe I'll let you guys know why I'm thinking of revising them. Okay, sorry, it looks so disheveled over here. But here is Link. So this is the way I tag is I'll do like a little crossbody with this yarn from Joann's. I think it was like $2, not even $2, big twist value, and it's just this pretty pink color. I just chose a color that goes like went with my brand, so whatever color you choose. And well, this is just if you decide to do it the way I do, and I just make sure I go across the body so that it at least will like catch on an arm so that I don't lose these tags because of anything. And I say made with love, the price, and a heart. This is what I currently do. I am thinking of revising this a little bit so it has maybe my company name on the front and the price, and then on the back it says my company name. But I am thinking of switching up the back so that maybe the back has the care instructions of each plushie, which will just be, you know, wash on gentle cycle in a garment bag and lay flat to dry. But there is Linky. The more I look at him, like the more I see him, the more I think he needs a nose. And I didn't like realize that when I made him that he doesn't have a nose, but the more I see him, the more I think he needs one. He's a cutie patootie though, isn't he? I love his little booties. He needs a sword. Maybe he needs a sword. But then I'm gonna want to keep him, you know? Okay, here are my shrimps. Oh my gosh, you guys, Victoria Comfort Loops came up with the cutest idea for these shrimps to put them around a cup. She got this like cocktail cup. So cute. Oh wait, that's the butt. So there's the shrimpies. I don't know how I'm going to display them yet. This is just me like messing around. So this is like the bucket. This is the Bernat one. So when I compare the Bernat size to Sweet Snuggles, they're pretty comparable. I mean, honestly, like the same size. So they're really squishy. And I gave him brown eyes, but I don't think they translate very well. I think he's still cute. He kind of reminds me of like a little old man shrimp. Maybe it's just the color. Gives me old man shrimp. So this is the bucket of stuff. And then I never shared with you guys the little beers that I made right the night before my last market. So like exactly 1 week ago, I made these little beer mugs, which is a free, I was going to say a free prescription. Can you tell I've been working too much? It's a free pattern, making things naughty. On Instagram, it's a free pattern, and I used Demacia glittery eyes. Don't even talk to me about this one because his whole head is like, he's like a slanting, dripping mug, but that's okay. He's still very cute. The other thing that I made this week that I don't know if I can even bring it to the market because I feel attached. So, Poplio. It's a pattern test for Cozy Wonders Crochet. Pokemon, and he's a snuggler, so he's just like so squishy and so soft. And this was a really fun test. I feel like they're getting more and more sentimental, and it's bothering me because I want to be able to let go of things, and I know I can make it again. It's not about that. Maybe it's just because it's the first ones. Maybe I'll have to make all of the pattern tests that I've done for her all over again because I just get too attached. But yeah, this is my buddy Lapras over here. He is permanently part of the gang, along with Poro. Poro's permanent. Nezuko, I modified her. She's permanent. Totoro, I need to add a little mouth and add his little belly frills. And this is going to be going to my friend for her daughter's birthday. So I'm excited for her to be getting this in the mail, but I'm not ready to send him out yet. Her birthday's coming up, but I'm going to add a couple details. I can't do that. I cannot do that tonight, but it'll be happening soon. And Nezuko is a permanent. I don't know what this turned into. I'm just showing you my little desk buddies. They are my business buddies, but Pop Leo, I feel attached to him. I guess I could bring him. What would I even price him at? I want to say he took me an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours with all the sewing. And that was just me reading the pattern for the first time and with my phone dying in the middle of it. So like, you know, as soon as you go to test a pattern or do anything important on your phone or devices, that's when everything's going to die or your internet's going to go out. And I do not wish that on you at all, but that's just how it happens. That's for me. So that is Pop Leo. This is like the only thing I managed to make when my bunny was going through her sickness. I really needed to like crochet something and get my mind off of it. And so this is what I did. Maybe that's why I feel the way I do about it, because it was my stress plushie in the moment. Maybe I'm going to go price this guy because I should sell him. Look at him though. What if I just stick him in my yarn? Look how cute he is. He's just so cute. Yeah, I wanted to go over my tags. I wanted to go over that stuff. Maybe I can tell you guys on my pricing sheet a couple of my prices. I plan on selling my mystery boxes for $15, and all my mystery boxes have have the floof cats in them, floof pal cats. And you know what I was thinking, which I just realized, is I was putting these cats in this mystery boxes because I thought maybe it would like be fun to open up a mystery box with a cat in it. And I realized, you know, I should put things that don't sell in the mystery box, because if I put things, like if I just put the cats out, people might buy the cats, but I'm hiding the cats and hoping people will want them. So I don't know if I'm like screwing myself up here by putting the cats in the boxes. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff out. So I guess I'll get back to you on that about the mystery cats. Number 2 pricing is the pocket monsters. You guys already know I charge $35 for those. They take me about an hour and a half to do. The Sia and Pen pattern. The Love Cats by Annie Caraway, I believe. I charge $25. That also takes me about an hour. Maybe a little less, but about an hour. And then my large Minnow the Dragon. Oh, Minnow. Love me a Minnow. Those are $90. They take me a hot second. I have not done one in a while, but Minnow is the most expensive thing at my table, by far. And I have 2 of them. And then I have the $25 Snugglers, which are consistent of a lot of things. A lot of my Cozy Wonders crochet makes, so like Ivy the Dragon and all of her woodland little baby squishies are definitely in the $25 section. I also put in Straight Up Handmade, her little bunny patterns in there, and I think Belle the Bunny, I put Belle the Bunny in there. So depending on how big the pattern is, if it's that like, I don't have any of them over here, but there's a specific size that they are. And then I'm going to do the Build Your Own Aquariums. So have not sold one yet, but I plan on, I don't know if I'm going to actually have that set up because I only have an 8-foot table. I don't even have that much space at this event. Normally I'll have my 2 6-foots or just one 6-foot and my grid wall, but I don't even think I'm going to be able to have the grid wall because it didn't say that. It just said one 8-foot table. So I actually might not be having aquariums at this event because I don't know if I'm going to have the space, and I really want to show off all my other plushies. And then I'm going to have the $10 sea creatures, which are going to be like these little guys. And then I have the Otto, the octopus, and a couple other creatures. The crabs was a purchase pattern by, oh, I forget. It was a really cute little crab, no-sew crab pattern. I'm going to have all of these linked below, by the way. And then I have the $12 Club Crochet Triceratopses and $15 Mabel the Chickens by Oak and Marlowe. So that's like my little like overview of my pricing sheets, and then everything else gets individually tagged based on the workload of the project. For reference, Link took me a couple hours, like 3 to 4 hours, and he is $70. And I love him. Part of me wishes I didn't have to sell any of these plushies, but I did make this a business, right? So I should sell them. That's like a conflict. That's a heart conflict. Some things I'm okay selling, like the generic stuff. I feel like it's the stuff I get attached to. Like this little beer, I mean, I'm not attached. He's cute, but 18 bucks. He took me about 45 minutes. Little beer. 18 bucks. It was cute. It was for the brewery, and then they didn't end up selling. But I think in the future, it's Father's Day coming up, and in general, let me show you also what I'm creating, or what I started last night, and I just haven't crocheted since then. I hope I'm not giving you guys vertigo by walking around with you. But look at this pattern by Teresa's Crochet Shop. I'm sure you've seen him, okay? I'm sure you've seen him. He's Flip the fish, and he's way bigger than I thought he would be. He's like, this is the size of my hand, so he's like pretty decent. I don't know why I thought he would be smaller, but his mouth is cute, and I'm just gonna work up the tail and he'll be done. I think he only has like 5 more rounds left, so he is almost done. Little mouth. But I wanted to make that for like the fishy area, and I know Father's Day was coming. Honestly, I have probably a lot more to do, but I already did all of my like little checklist things. Might as well check the checklist. I wrote down so much stuff for myself to do. Something exciting coming up that I'm going to keep quiet. I normally tell you guys, I feel like right away, but I'm going to keep something quiet, and I'm hoping to just release them. And it'll just be like something I do, but something is coming. Here was my to-do list for myself, which I kind of gone over with you, but just to see how far I got naturally. Wash tablecloth, check. Dry display car stuff, check. Because I got dumped on at my last event and I was worried all my stuff would be musky. It's not. The plushies were protected, so they're fine. I don't know what I would do if all my inventory got ruined. That would just be devastating. Print signage, done. Secret, not done, but that's okay. It's not really market related, so. Inventory, technically done. I do need to go into Square, or not Square. I need to go into my spreadsheet. I wanted to share with you guys my total for like how many plushies I've made, like my inventory. Don't know if I'm gonna get to do it tonight. I kind of want to go to bed. Assemble wood things, which I'm in the middle of doing. Charge the Square and make a little cute playlist, which I've not made the playlist, but I'm also not going to the music event tomorrow. It's going to be the indoor event, so. And then I wrote down all of the plushies I want to crochet, which I'm probably not going to do because my eyes are already closing. But I did want to tell you guys about my fanny pack. So everyone does markets differently and everyone prepares differently. Some people like having cash boxes. Some people like having fanny packs. I like wearing a fanny pack. I've tried both ways. I feel like having a cash box kind of like in a way ties me down to that one spot, or I have to carry it around. But having a fanny pack, I mean, it might be more dangerous in a way because there's no lock on it. However, as long as you keep yourself safe. Here's my fanny pack. So this is from, I think it's from TJ Maxx. It was like 10 bucks. but it goes with everything. So before I had a blue one, and then my colors are pink at my table, so my blue fanny pack just looked like a sore thumb. Now it's like it blends in, so I feel like that's a little bit safer for me personally. And then this, I am not a baller, okay, but you have to pull out money to have a booth, so pull out like a lot of little bills. Make sure you have a couple 20s, I mean, depending on how many big items you have, because I do have like the $90 minnows. I do have to have a couple 20s, I don't know, just in case. A lot of little bills. Personally, I bring 400 to each event. What is it, 50 in ones, yeah, 105s, 150 in 10s. And there's a total calculation that I got for the 400 breakdown. I just can't math in my head right now because it is late at night. It's late at night. But I bring, that's the amount that I bring. You can bring way less. You can probably even bring more. But that's just what I do. I'm gonna go do my square inventory. I've done it. I didn't add the side fin yet. I did it. This is what I'm wearing on market day, which is just a skirt, a blue t-shirt, glasses, and that's it. That's all I'm wearing on market day. Sometimes I'll wear fancier things, but today I feel like this is appropriate. We'll see. Okay, we are 8 minutes away. Car check. I have less stuff because we're inside. Very excited for today, and I have a gut feeling that I forgot something. I don't know what it is, but I'm very excited. Dom is crushing it in Zelda. Time. So he gets to play today and have some fun, and I'm gonna play with some yarn and maybe make some the baby stingrays from Chez de Coton. Nemo. That's how I'm gonna say their name, but a little free stingray pattern. Maybe I'll do the challenge while I'm here. I don't know how busy it's gonna be. Guys, I need to just tell you really quick before we get there. Last night at 2 a.m. when I went to pay for the booth, because I waited last minute, because they let you pay last minute. I accidentally purchased a day in July that I actually already have another event. So I just like double booked myself in a way, but I meant to purchase for today. So I had to email her at 2 in the morning asking if I'm able to attend today. And then I just packed up all my stuff and just left anyway with the assumption that she would let me, like praying. If not, she would let me pay for it. So she messaged me back and said that it was okay. And we just drove 80 miles and we're about to pull up. This is the farthest I've ever driven for an event before. Okay guys, rain was not on the forecast. Why does this keep happening? This is the table setup. Unfortunately, there was copyrighted music, so here we have the mystery boxes, bunnies. I put all my characters down there with my little shrimpy basket. $18 animals, $25 snugglers, the loaf cats, and here's the prices now. So the pocket monsters, $15 floof pals and chickens, $15 mystery boxes, $10 seafood. Those are like random creatures, characters, all individually priced. My tulip covers, $18 section. The corn, he got so much attention today. Yes, gotta show off the corn. Everyone loved him. And this is the $10 bin and $5 whales, Samba and Ellis, and the loaf cats, and $25 snugglers. Yeah, I did not have a sign for the loaf cats. And this was one of my neighbor vendors. She had some really cool 3D printed characters that she hand painted. I thought they were really cool, and because I made one sale, I treated me and my brother to a couple of her toys. I thought they were really neat, really inspiring, and unique. Definitely unique. You said no mouth, right? No mouth?
No mouth.
He said no mouth on Bluebird.
Bluebird.
Blueby. Blooberson. He's going on the table.
Blubber.
We sold something. We sold something. And look. Look at the reward. He's so tricky, but look. This is so cool. Hey guys, this is my recap of Saturday, which was the indoor event as you just saw. Unfortunately, I only had one 8-foot table, so usually I'm used to 2 6-foots and a huge grid wall as you're used to seeing. I just didn't get that this event. They only offered an 8-foot table, so I was limited on space. I had half of my inventory shoved under the table, so what you saw is what you got. I tried putting out only my small to medium-sized plushies. There were a couple of my large characters on the table, but that's as far as we got. Let me get into what sold. I'm going to be popping up a picture and the price and the pattern creator up on the screen here just to tell you guys what sold. Number 1 was Clausen the Crab by Chastity and Designs. Clausen is so cute. He takes virtually no time at all. I'd say if you have a hard time pinning up his little arms, it could take maybe 15 minutes. I charged $10 for him. He is pretty small, so I'll probably be adjusting my price a little bit lower on him, but he is really cute and I sold one of him. Blueberry, it is a free pattern by Yarnagles. I also sell those for $10. I sell all my fruit for $10, and I used to have a little fruit basket, but I no longer have enough fruit to have the basket, so that is a future goal of mine, to have enough fruit to fill up a basket again. Axolotl by Loops and Knots Crochet. It is a free Instagram pattern on her page. Love that pattern. The frills can be tedious, but once you get the frills down and once you do the pattern a couple times, I feel like it's really simple, and people love it. It's small, and I do charge $10 for that. All these are like my mini makes, my little minis. Then I sold the Floof Pal pattern. It was the Floof Pal by Horror Crochet, but it's the little bunny. So I had a little white bunny. I actually don't have a picture of mine, but this is the pattern creator's bunny. And I did make a little white bunny, and I did put safety eyes in it. The pattern creator hole punches felt, but it's very cute, and it sold for $15. I sell all my Floof Pals for $15. It is an expensive pattern, but I'd say if you want to make a bunch of them and you want your table to look consistent, I think it's worth it. So far I found they sell, so I would continue to make them, and I would buy the pattern if I hadn't already purchased it. So if that helps you at all with your marketing. Then I sold a mystery box. This was my first ever mystery box sale. So in my mystery boxes, I have the little cats. I had 5 cats. There was a calico, a gray cat, a black cat, and I had 2 calicos. That might be it. But I know that that little girl got a calico cat. So I know that was what's in that box. She got that cat, and they picked up a whale for $5. The mystery boxes I also sell for $15. I probably should charge $1 more for the box that they're in, or I should just change the product that I'm putting in there. But I thought it'd be fun to have mystery cats. I feel like people would all enjoy a cat. And right now, every crocheter has cats on their tables, so I don't want to look like I'm blending in with everyone else. When I started making cats, I didn't realize that everyone's making cats right now, but everyone's making cats right now. So I'm stopping making love cats, and I'm putting a halt on the Horror Crochet cats, but I am putting them in my mystery boxes. And then I sold Otto the Octopus, which is a cute little pattern by Not More Yarn by Lindsay, I believe it is. And I sell Otto for $10. I had a couple different versions of Otto. I had a Sweet Snuggles, I had Chenille Basics, Premier Chenille Basics, and I had Bernat. And they're all about the same size. You know, all those weights of yarn, they feel a little bit thicker and thinner depending on which one you're using, but they all worked up pretty similar. So I sold them all for $10 in that seafood section, sea animal section. Had a $15 gator. She actually has a free Instagram pattern for this gator. I found there were a couple issues with the pattern on her Instagram, and she just says to please purchase the pattern on her Etsy if you can, to help support her, because she did make adjustments and she posted them on her Etsy. So it was a couple dollars, and I did purchase the pattern to make it a little easier on my brain, and I do shorten the pattern so it's not such a long gator, but love that pattern. And I sold 2 of my little whales, which is the All From Jade baby whales. I sold this for $5 a piece. So all together, grand total, drum roll please, your girl made no money, but I didn't lose money. That was a total of $55 in card transactions, so $55 on through my Square, and $45 in cash. So it was pretty 50-50 at this event. My total was $100, or total money, which kind of sucks. So $100, and then my fees to be there. It was a $75 event fee, and oh my sugar snaps, okay, I would not pay $75 ever again for an event like this. I'm going to just take this as a lesson learned. That was an expensive event fee for what it ended up being. It was an 80-mile drive there, 80-mile drive back. That is a total of 160 miles, and that was $20 in gas. So that plus that fee plus my square fee of $1.94. Total cost to be there $96.94. Meaning that $96 minus the $100 that I actually made brings me to a $3.06 profit, which is awful. Okay, that is awful business. That is not business at all. Actually, that's just me giving away product, basically. So I do not recommend doing what I did necessarily, obviously. Don't follow in those footsteps. I wish much better things for you and your business, and I'm going to take this as a personal learning experience. I pushed myself to want to do this event. I brought myself there. I took myself to 2 events this weekend and decided to choose these ones, and obviously I made the wrong decision because it was just not the right event for my product, but you never know until you put yourself out there. So I put myself in the position and I learned from it, and I'm just not going to do that event again. That's as simple as that. It's one day out of my life, and I got to spend it with my little brother, and he's really cool to hang out with, and he joked around with me all day. At this event, I was able to crochet so much stuff. I was able to crochet a bluebird, which is the Blueberry Snail Council member, so I crocheted a bluebird, completely done. I was able to crochet 5 of the council snail heads, so just like the skinny body, so I have 5 of those heads. And I had 2 fruits. I did a eggplant and a strawberry top, which I showed you in the video. But I was able to crochet quite a bit while I was there, so I was able to try and do something with my time there. So this is a lesson learned for me. Let me bring you into my Sunday to see how that does. Set Sprite said 81 miles. What does Dommy say about it?
81 miles.
No motivation for the peoples today?
No.
We're gonna have the best day ever.
I hope.
We're here. Car check. It's basically the same as yesterday, but I added a couple of things. Bag check. Dommy got a smoothie. It's annihilated. I got coffee. Let's go set up. I didn't see anyone for check-in, so we just walked around and found our spot because they put chalk on the floor, and we're about to go set up. I'm gonna try a new formation today. Okay guys, this started 5 minutes ago and we already sold one of the Floof Pal possums for 15. Still setting up. I need to put tags out. Hi guys, it is very hot, but it's been 45 minutes and we have 36. I'm like rashy. That's just my skin. But I'm sure it's concerning people. Happy day! I'm gonna put my hair up because it is too hot for this. I'll show you guys the outfit. The brother eating Cheetos. Usual brother stuff. All right, we just finished up Sunday, so let's go over the numbers and what sold. Number 1 was the possum that I shared with you guys in the beginning, the Haru Crochet possum. I sold them for $15. That was number 1. Number 2 was my Mama Made Minis dragon. It was Dusty the dragon from the book. I've had Dusty for almost 6 months now. I've had him since Christmas. I crocheted him around Christmas time. I charged $45 for those. And then I sold Hey Hey, which is the silly chicken. I did a pattern test for, I have a really hard time saying her name, but it's Shainesu Studio. I'm going to have it written out over here, but I sold Hey Hey for $40 and he sold. And actually, when I was selling Hey Hey to the one person, the guy didn't know who he was. He was like, this is a funny chicken. What is this? And I was telling him he's a main character from Moana. And while he was purchasing, I had another person walking by, seeing the purchase and asking if Hey Hey was available. Obviously, he was just in the process of selling, so he was not available. I told the guy that was walking by who wanted him, I said, I can totally make another one and mail it to you, ship it to you for, the shipping fee. And he just left, and the person bought Hey Hey for $40. They left, A couple minutes later, I'd say 10 minutes later, that guy, original guy who wanted him, walked back asking if I still had him, and I let him know he sold to that person. I basically set up another pickup, so I'm going to make another hey hey, and he's going to pick him up at one of my later events this month. One of these sitting bees, it's a free Instagram pattern. I will have the one that I use linked down below, but there are so many sitting bee patterns out right now. I sell my sitting bee for $15, and that was a really simple sale. And then I sold my shrimp, you guys. I'm so sorry. I am going to be releasing my shrimp pattern. I'm definitely going to be putting out a tester call soon. I definitely need to get onto that. I feel like I've just had the most chaotic week. I work full time and then I'm doing this. I did this both of my days off. So it's like I've had no days off from work. But it's amazing work in a way. It's like wholesome, heart-filling work, but I'm definitely tired. So I'm going to be putting out a shrimp pattern very soon. Hopefully there'll be a tester call if you want to apply to a pattern test for me. But I'm prepping for a bunch of markets. I'm doing so much stuff and working full time. It's just, I've got a lot going on. But shrimp pattern to be coming. My shrimpy sold today. It was $10 and he fits perfectly with the other sizes of like Otto the Octopus, Axolotl. So shrimpy fits perfectly with those patterns for $10. And she told me it's going to be going to her cat. She said her cat's not a destructive cat. He just holds things in his mouth. And I thought it'd be really cute if the cat was holding a little shrimp in his mouth. I was like, you could totally send me a picture. That'd be really cute. And I sold my minnow. So I've had minnow for quite a while. It was a beautiful pattern test for Cozy Wonders Crochet. I've been putting a price tag on my minnows of $90. They took me hours, a lot of work, labor of love, very beautiful pattern. And minnow sold today. And it was such a good and sad moment because I've had minnow with me for quite a while. I have 2 minnows actually, and minnow sold today for $90. And then I sold Gengar, which is a pattern by Sia and Pen. I sell all of my pocket monsters for $35, so Gengar was $35. I remember after I made him, I felt so bad about him. I was like, man, I made an ugly, I made all these like really cute ones, and then Gengar just sticks out like a sore thumb. But Gengar people are Gengar people, and Gengar has a fandom. He's got like the biggest fandom other than Pikachu, I feel like, from what I've noticed at markets. And everyone loves him, and he was finally purchased today for $35. This guy was buying it for his wife, who was not there, but he said she's like obsessed. And I think she has a tattoo of him. So I thought that was really neat, and I know it's going to be going to a true fan, and he's definitely going to be loved. Then I sold Ellis the Elephant, which is a pattern test that I did for Loops and Knots Crochet, and it was a beautiful baby elephant, very cute and small. So that I charged $25 for Ellis, and he sold. And I have Ellis right next to Samba. Samba's also a sleepy baby elephant. Samba is bigger than Ellis, so it was like baby with the mama. I mean, Samba's a baby too, but it's just the size difference makes it so cute. So I put them next to each other. Samba's $35 and Ellis is $25, and Ellis sold today. She was really contemplating though. I was like, Samba's really cute. I was telling her the names. I was like, Samba's really cute. She loved the names of the elephants. Had a whale custom order while I was there. So I had a customer who could not decide what color she wanted, and she was really eyeing the ice green that I had on my table for one of my other plushies. And I let her know that I actually had that color in my crochet bag and I could crochet whatever she wanted with that yarn color. And she chose a little whale. So I crocheted her a little whale while she was walking around shopping. So I charged her $5 for that little whale. And it was like a custom color whale. So I thought that was cool. And then I also threw on a keychain for her so she could put it on her bag if she wanted. So that was a really cool purchase. It was like a custom order on the spot. And I unfortunately did not get a picture of that little whale that I did for her because she came back and I didn't have time, you know. You're in the moment. So I was in the moment and I didn't end up taking a picture. All from Jade Pattern, which is $5. And then she also purchased the strawberry turtle that I had just finished crocheting. So the strawberry turtle, I put a charge of $18 on. I put them in the $18 section. Victoria from Comfort Loops helped me format the double crocheted leaves. So she helped me out with that on the spot, and I put him out there and he sold immediately. I had my other tofus on my $15 rack. So I know $3 for like a couple leaves is ridiculous. Like, I understand if you think that's ridiculous, but it just made sense because he's a themed turtle for him to be with like my themed items. And my snail council members are $18, so I had my bluebird over there as well. It just made sense for the strawberry turtle to be $18. So, and the very last purchase of the day was a tofu the turtle for $15. I just crocheted that day as well. It was the natural colored, the first one I made in the video. So I had the natural colored tofu and sold Bluebird. Bluebird was $18. So it was like the things I just finished making were going, and it felt really good inside to sell those things. So drum roll, please. Yeah, so by the way, I sold 3 out of the 4 tofus that I brought. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. My total was, I did $271 in card. That was such a heavy card day. And then I did $36 in cash. So my total income for Sunday was $308, which is such a big improvement from the day previous and the week previous. So I know 300 might not seem like a lot to some of you, and even for myself, I'd say that's like a middle of the road number. That was such a good time. I felt like so good inside that that was actual profit for me, because the time was not wasted and my efforts. It was rewarding to make $300 off of crochet. Now my fees, I had a $50 event fee, which is lower than the day before. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? It was more attended and it was more affordable. It was great though. So $50 event fee, not complaining, that was great. And then because it was an 80-mile drive there, 80-mile drive back, again, it was a half a tank of gas for me, so that was $20 in gas. I'm not gonna not account for that. So yeah, my total fees were $70. So if I minus the 70 from my total of $308, that gives me a profit of $238. That is such a big improvement from my past couple events. I feel very good about it. Did not plug all my numbers into my spreadsheet. I do have the CrochetbyBay spreadsheet for my supply cost. For these, the past couple weekends, I just have not been plugging my numbers in. It is an extra task that I have to do, which I should do to know my true profit, but I've just kind of been eating my yarn cost lately, so I did not plug it in to find out exactly how much money in supplies I used this event, because I sold less than, I said less than 10 items last time, but it was less than 20 items this time, so I don't know. I probably should calculate it, right? And I did have just a couple of notes that people brought up to me. Someone asked me for a crochet zebra. I know there's crochet horse patterns out there I could probably convert into a zebra, but that was the first time I've ever been asked for a zebra before. I thought that was an interesting request. I've never heard that before. I think it'd be a cute little project. I've seen a couple crocheted zebra patterns, but I think you could just modify a horse and put stripes in it. A lot of people were looking for baby safe options at this market. A lot of people were looking for newborns, and I did let everyone know that I would prefer if they let me embroider the eyeballs and did a custom order for that. I would definitely be willing to make whatever animal they want or whatever size they want with safe eyeballs, and it just was something that I noticed I definitely should be putting a little bit more time into. But I do love putting my big safety eyes in all my plushies, which is, I should do more hand embroidery. I do like embroidering eyes. I just really like using my safety eyes. So I'm definitely going to have to work on that and maybe balance it out a little bit better for myself personally. I did bring that little fan. That fan saved my life. It was like 100 degrees outside, and it felt like 100 degrees. It felt even hotter under the tent, and I did put my sidewalls up because the sun was beaming in, but if I left my sidewalls down, I would have had some more wind. So I don't know what's better, more wind that could potentially knock over product and maybe give me a breeze to feel better, or putting up my sidewalls, protecting us from the sun, protecting my product from the wind, and then just fanning myself off. I did hear that there are these cooling pads you can put in a cooler while you're at your event and just like cool yourself off with. I might do that at my next outdoor event because I get so hot and I get really rashy, and that's just my skin. I'm not like allergic to anything. I'm just really sensitive. So I'm definitely going to consider maybe getting some cooling towels. Some other vendors also told me that at these outdoor events, sometimes they will purchase Home Depot fans with misters on them and put them, like 4 of them in their tent. I probably wouldn't put 4, I might put 2 or 1, aiming at people coming in so that it like brings them in. They want to come in, they want to feel good, and they'll sit there for a minute and be under the fan and like look at your stuff. So I was thinking that might be a good idea. I don't know if the mister would be a great idea because of the plushies, but I like I just want to share that idea with you guys. If you guys are hot and it's summer and you're at a summer market outside, it's just an idea. And I was also told by one of the other vendors, they thought it was crazy that I don't charge transaction fees because Square will charge 2.6% and 10 cents per transaction. And they said that they tag on that 2.6% and 10 cents to every transaction. So I think maybe if I really wanted to crack down on myself, I will add the 2.6%. I think the 10 cents is like, it's like a business card for me. Like that's how much the business cards are. So it's like, I don't know, I'm okay with the 10 cents, but the 2.6% actually does make sense, and they call it an inconvenience fee. I might just call it my card fee as the 2.6%, but just throwing it out there. It was something that I hadn't really thought of or put time into or started charging. I do charge tax. I'm in Florida, so I do charge the 7% sales tax. It is a sale for a business, and I am going to be filing taxes because I did that last year as well, so I'm going to be filing taxes this year for the business, and you need to charge sales tax. So I charge sales tax, and I'm going to start charging maybe the 2.6% for Square, especially because, as you can see, the numbers are really heavy on card. A lot of people lean on card, and we offer it for a reason because people like to use it. So throwing it out there in the universe, it might help you guys. But this video just goes to show you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you're going to really win, and sometimes you might not win at all. Sometimes you might lose a little, and you just have to put yourself out there. I'm putting myself out here, and I hope by sharing my experience with you, you at least feel like you're hanging out with me, or you learned something from me. I hope it's one of the two. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this market video. I am definitely going to catch up with you guys next week. If you enjoy content like this, feel free to hit the subscribe and like button. I do pop out a crochet market or week of crochet video just about once a week here on YouTube, sharing everything that Sweet Beans Crochet is going through. I appreciate all of your consideration. I'll see you next week. Bye!